So the question is, can you take these bolts loose on an LR3 phaser VVT timing gear and cause it to act right whenever they're loose and causing a cold start knocking noise? Here's one that failed on my LR3 that I've disassembled to take a look to see how it works. So this one is not locking. It's trying to, but barely. Not locking, so when you do a cold start, this is the kind of noise you get. Okay? This one right here is the one that wasn't bad. I replaced the pair. But when you turn this one, you can see in this hole right here, this is where you can see the locking pin, or the other side of it, there. This one locks whenever it goes into locking position. I can free it up by pushing compressed air through these oil passages. I can free it up simulating what happens when you start the car and oil pressure fills the cavity, causes the pin to release, and it will allow it to rotate. So as you see, this one locks hard. The failed one that was causing my startup knock doesn't lock. So can you loosen these bolts, effectively reset this, and cause it to lock? So I'm twisting everything clockwise as much as I can, including the cap. I'll retighten the bolts. I'm sorry, I think I said clockwise. I meant counterclockwise. Tighten these down. I don't have a 5-point Torx. So, will it now lock? The answer is yes, it locked. All right, now the other question is, this hole right here is thought to be a locating pin during assembly to keep everything together. In this case right here, the locating pin will not go all the way through when I have it into a position to where it will actually lock. So if I take this pin on the good phaser that has no problem with it, it also will not go all the way through. Well, actually it did. It just barely went through. So will that help you align the phaser properly? Yeah, it might. Does that help you keep it in place while you realign the bolts? Maybe so. Well, let's take a look at what's going on inside here just to make sure we're clear on it. Somebody asked whether these were all thread or not. They're mostly thread. So the main components are the timing gear, what I call the oil chamber. You've got your lobe with the pin. This is the cavity that gets filled with oil pressure that will push this pin up and cause it to release. That's locked. This is where it floats. And then this is the cap that holds it all together. So I believe there is a legitimate shot by taking the play out of this or twisting the play counterclockwise, loosening the 5 bolts and preventing doing an entire timing job. The other thing to look at is in one of the documents, this tolerance, this space right here between the oil chamber and the cam gear should be equal all the way around. And when it's not, it won't lock properly. So I don't know if that helps. Hopefully it helps a little more clear. I still have all these parts. Hopefully it helps somebody, and I know there's somebody on the forum willing to give it a shot to see if they can loosen these bolts and fix their cam gear. I'm certainly interested to know if it works. Good luck.